Hi, I'm Robin Schultz with the Hoover Channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you'll always know when we have a new video coming up.
Let's get started. This is the work session at the new later time, 5:30 for the meeting that's coming up this Monday the 9th. We'll start with the consent agenda. First item, payment of bills. Second item are the minutes. The third item is a liquor license. And that's your name, Madam Clerk, to talk about that. Any issues with it?
There are no issues with this request from the Chief of Police or from the Planning Director.
Okay. And then we'll move on to number 4, which is a licensing agreement. Who's going to talk about licensing agreement? Come on up.
Happy Thursday, Council. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Absolutely. Jamie Shore, Marketing Coordinator for the City of Hoover. A couple weeks ago, U.S. News and World Report released their top 150 cities in the U.S. And I'm sure you know, we achieved a ranking of number 25. So top 25, top 10% of that list, and top ranked city in Alabama, which is a tremendous achievement. And it's kudos to all those living and or working in Hoover, for Hoover, and supporting Hoover. And it also opens up an opportunity for us to be able to display and share that success, spread brand recognition, and do it with maximum exposure by placing street pole banners in major intersections in both East and West Hoover that would feature an officially branded and recognized and endorsed ranking from U.S. News and World Report. So with that comes an agreement with their licensing agent, Brand Connects, that would be use of the branding up until the next ranking to May 2026.
Any questions on this one?
Any cost for this?
There is. It is covered in the marketing tourism budget.
And you? No? Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next up is number 5, which is for drug testing, laboratory equipment supplies for court referral. How are you, sir?
Doing well, sir.
So council, this is the drug testing program within the court referral program, which is the education, rehabilitation, and treatment program in the court system. We were up for our every 3-year renewal of the contract. We put it out for bidding. Those bids came in, they were opened, and the recommendation is in front of you. The cost will actually go down from 52 cents per substance per screen to 47 per substance per screen.
Any questions on this item? All right, thank you. Number 6, Chief Bentley talking about amending the budget for the fiscal year for the purchase of additional EMS supplies and supporting EMS operations.
Thank you, Council. Good evening. This is an amendment to the budget for additional EMS supplies and testing and maintenance of equipment. We would like to request $40,000 from opioid funding to do this. And we think this is appropriate use of the opioid money, and we need that money to get us through the end of this budget year.
Any questions for the Chief on this item? All right, here you go. That moves us to item number 7. Mr. Miller, it is amend the budget for fiscal year in September 2025 for the Hoover Met renovation.
That's correct. So good evening. So if you'll remember, we hired another consultant to do a third-party review on this phase of the Hoover Met renovation project, which went incredibly well. We've all been out to the Met, I hope, since that point, and I hope you're very pleased with the result. The coordination between contractor, owner, and consultant was almost seamless, so very much appreciate that. So what we were asking for here is the original proposal from the consultant was only for 120 calendar days, which didn't get them through March. So this is to make them whole for what work they had already done in good faith. There was also a lot more testing that was steel testing, concrete testing that needed to be done. Those costs escalated beyond what we're estimating on the front end.
Any questions from Mr. Sun? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Davidson, let's talk about the back-to-school sales tax holiday.
Good evening. This is one of two sales tax holidays that the city authorizes each year to be able to participate with the state's authorized sales tax holiday. First one being severe weather preparedness, and now we're coming up back to school. So it's more of an annual housekeeping sort of thing with this.
Any questions about this item? No, we approved it. All right, thank you. Okay, now we'll move on to number 9, which is a resolution to amend the budget again to increase the hourly rate of various citywide interns.
Good evening. And on the last council meeting, Councilman Murphy asked us to take a look at that. And so what we're proposing is that raising our rate from $10 an hour for internship positions to actually putting it on a grade of step 4, which will allow flexibility based on the various positions for the intern. So raising that rate from $15.44 to $27.74. So there's a range depending on this particular position. Of course, there will be a proposed budget increase of $31,260.80.
Okay, Mr. President, so you said the new range will be between $15
And 44 cents.
and 44 cents to
$27.74.
$27.74, and that's from $10.
Yes.
And just for, you did a great job explaining just for everyone's knowledge base, so just keep in mind, in our city, we have anywhere between students that are in undergrad to students that are in graduate school, right? So kind of keep that in mind as well too. So there's always going to be a variation of pay when it comes to that. So thank you so much. And if we approve of this on Monday, that will go into effect
Actually, June 1st.
June 1st. So it'll be retro?
Yes, to June 1st.
Okay. Question for you. If any interns have started that require this range, is it wait?
Yes, it'll be retro to June 1st. And
So they started June 1st, so none started prior to that. Thank you, I'm sorry.
Yes. So anyone who came in for June 1st, this will be in effect.
We retro back
So
to
the
that.
rate can be renegotiated.
Perfect.
Okay?
Thank you.
Any other questions on this item? Thank you. Now we will turn it over to Matt. As you know, sorry, we have one more additional item. Fireworks. Go down and just talk about fireworks that will be added to the agenda for Monday. After that.
Good evening. All right, we're going to work off a PO, but they do want a contract signed now. So this would be a contract with the Pyro Shows of Alabama and the City of Hoover for the fireworks show that we'll have for Independence Day celebration on Tuesday, July 1st at the Hoover Met Stadium. So under the approval of the fire marshal and the fire department, they'll set up in the lower lot. They'll have all their licenses and permits done. So that's all this is.
Okay. Any questions on that?
Just one question, President. And if you don't know this, just have it Monday. What is the last couple of years of attendance? I know this is the state plaque for that. But do we keep up with it at all? Not really. I know
It's
the packed
hard to
house.
tell because I think after COVID moved to just
Yeah.
having tailgating in the parking lot. So the cars are full and we'll also be right in the middle of the World Police and Fire Games.
You're right.
So we'll be set up for Firefighter Challenge, Ultimate Fighter. But the parking lot has been full the last 2 years that I know of.
Awesome. Thank you.
Any questions? Okay, and that will be added for the consent agenda for Monday. Now, Mr. Martin, it's rained a lot, and with rain comes grass and weeds.
That is correct.
You just go over all of it at one time.
So we are in high grass and weed season, and we have a total of 5 properties coming before you on Monday night. Those are 542 O'Neill Drive, 2125 Tyler Lane, 2152 Larchmont Circle, 2337 Tyler Road, and 2882 Wisteria Drive. As we do normally, we will go out tomorrow and Monday, and we will give you the latest and greatest on pictures when we get to Monday night and give you an up-to-date report on each of these properties and whether or not they were indeed abated.
I would say I recognize several of them from multiple times ago. I think we found some of those are based on, have been an issue and will probably an issue again. So, thank you for looking at those things and bring them up Monday night. Any questions on those? Okay, and the next one's yours as well. We have an annexation, first reading.
All right, we have an annexation petition coming to us from, I believe, Signature Homes, looking at approximately 200 acres adjacent to the existing city limits and trace crossings and Blackridge. I will note that as part of this annexation petition, our office learned today that there are conditions that the developer is wanting to place on those, and those conditions have not been reviewed by staff.
So do you think it would be continued?
I know in order to give us the requisite amount of time to thoroughly digest the conditions, I also see that there is a conceptual plan for future development appended to that we would be agreeing to if we agree to the conditions as they're stated. So I think it would be prudent to have some additional time before we get into the first and second reading. But that's just my opinion.
Okay. Any questions on that item? It is a first reading, so there'll be no action taken. All right, that brings us to the end of the work session. Any council comments?
President Pro-Tem, we have a community meeting that's scheduled tonight. We'll still have it, but I'll ask this just to keep it here so we can have the proper audio so everyone can hear it. So if anybody's in the other room, we can make sure we get them back over. Transition. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we'll take a 5-minute restroom break adjournment, and then those who are leaving the meeting will be in here with the folks attending, and we are adjourned.